We now welcome UFC middleweight Ian Heinisch. Ian, thank you for the time today, sir.
Yeah, you're welcome.
We will take the first set of questions from Gabriel with Cage Side Press.
Ian, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Ian, a couple days out from a fight, you obviously got a big name opponent. Can you talk about the emotions going into this one?
Just feeling cool, calm, collected. The first few days had just a little bit of paranoia about getting sick, but that's all past. I feel good. The weight cut's beginning, and just more excited than anything. This opportunity, I've been dreaming about it. I've been working for it for a long time, so ready for it to come to fruition on Saturday.
I know you fought in the, quote unquote pandemic era already, but I wonder, fighters, you got a routine for fight week, and it's been very stable throughout your career. As things have changed now with the hotel and all that, what have you changed about your fight week routine? Do you bring some stuff with you to deal with all that hotel room time? What have you brought differently lately that you didn't before?
Basically I turned my room into like a recovery room. I got my air relax boots, I got my rad roller set just for rollout tools. I got the hypervolt so I can just really do a lot of recovery stuff in the room. And yeah, I mean, we don't have the entourage around, so usually every night we do like a little Bible study at night. So we get on a Zoom call with all my closest people and my entourage, and yeah, just a few adjustments. It's not quite as exciting as fight week used to be, but we're focused, and everyone will be out here right after the fight to celebrate. So, it's just business as usual. I'm excited for things to open back up eventually, but now this is fine. It kind of relates to being in prison and going and winning the fight and winning your freedom and go have some fun.
There's obviously a lot of talk. Is Kelvin Gastelum starting to miss a step? Is he slowing down like that, being on the three-fight losing streak? What are your thoughts on where his game is at personally?
Um, Whether he's slowing down or not, that's on him. I have to prepare for the best Kelvin Gastelum, and sorry, I keep saying Kelvin Gastelum, and I'm expecting for him to be prepared, ready, on weight, and for it to be just a war. And usually when I expect for these things and I prepare for these things, that's when I get a finish. So that's what I'm expecting. His journey is his journey, so we're preparing for the best of him, and we'll see how it goes on Saturday.
My final question, you guys are fighting on Valentine's Day weekend. I'm asking all of the fighters this. Ian, what's your idea of a romantic Valentine's Day?
Actually, Valentine's Day is going to be my 7-year anniversary of freedom. So it's a very significant day for me. Every day is kind of Valentine's Day with my wife. I try to treat her, romantically all the time and surprise her with flowers and all this stuff. So we don't look at that day as much as like a Valentine's Day for me, but it's more of my celebration of my freedom, that I got 2014 Valentine's Day. So, but I guess a ideal day is hanging out on the beach and going to a nice dinner.
Okay, thank you, Ian, and good luck.
Thank you.
We will take the next set of questions from Cote Cruz with 4 to Win MMA.
Hello, Ian. How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic, sir. Thank you for your time. How's fight week going? How's Vegas treating you these days?
Oh, fight week's going great. I just left Colorado, and it's one of the coldest weeks there of the year, and so I'm happy to be in warmer weather, and it's getting ready to start the weight cut, and everything's on point. Feel good, passing COVID tests, so that's a plus, and yeah, it's a great fight week.
That's awesome to hear, man. Would you say this fight against Kelvin Gastelum is the biggest one of your career so far?
Every your next fight's always your biggest fight, but yes, as far as magnitude of my opponent, absolutely, he's fought the best of the best. He's almost beat the champ that's undefeated, and yeah, I mean, this is a huge fight. This fight puts a stamp on my name that shows I'm a contender in this weight class, and it gets me back in the top 10. And it's just an exciting fight. I mean, look at our styles. We're gonna brawl, so it's gonna be fun. And he's definitely, I guess, my biggest test today.
Absolutely. Well, right now, Gastelum is on a three-fight skid against big names in the division. How do you feel about Kelvin coming into this fight? Do you feel he's bringing it like he's trying to stay under contract with the UFC?
Yeah, absolutely. The guy doesn't want to lose his job. He doesn't want to continue to lose. Losing's a terrible thing, and he's had to, have that taste in his mouth for way too long. So I'm expecting him to be training hard, to be on weight, ready to fight. One of the best performances of his life. But if I'm training for that guy, if he's, I'm training to beat that guy, and if I can beat that guy, I can beat whatever Gastelum shows up.
And you fought through so much adversity to be here in this moment. Knowing that you've survived through all those battles outside the cage, is there any comfort in the chaos of the UFC?
Any what?
Any comfort in the chaos that is the UFC?
Oh yeah, they call me the king of controversy for a reason, I guess I thrive in that chaos, and this is a sport that totally matches my lifestyle, and it's something legal I can do, and it's a way I can make a positive impact too using my testimony. It's actually pretty cool. The day after my fight on the 14th is my 7-year anniversary of freedom, so this is a big one for me, and I'm excited to celebrate that day with my wife and get this big win.
Well, in that regard, can you speak to anyone battling demons who are not as athletically gifted as you are?
Yeah, I mean, I was, 7 years ago, I was rock bottom in a foreign prison cell, truly at rock bottom in my life. And 4 years after that, I got into the UFC. 7 years, I'm on a pay-per-view card fighting one of the top guys in the division. And I'm an ex-drug addict. I'm an ex-convict. I've got 2 autoimmune diseases. Everyone told me I was too old to try MMA. I started when I was 26. So, anyone out there hearing this that needs inspiration, don't listen to the doubters and the haters and the people say you can't do it. Pursue God, look to Him, and see what your God-given destiny is, and He will show you the path. And anything is possible with Him and hard work and putting your soul and your heart into something.
Thank you, sir. Final question from me. In a recent interview, you stated that your life has been like a movie. How does the Saturday part of this movie co-starring Kelvin Gastelum will play in the MMA's fan screen?
Yeah, this chapter of the movie, this chapter of the book, this part of the movie, with me, Kelvin Gastelum going out there, putting on just an insane performance, stealing the show, and me getting my hand raised.
Thank you so much for your time, Ian.
Thank
Best of
you.
luck in your fight.
Thank you.
We'll take our next set of questions from Eric Idison with Kimura.
Hi, and thanks for letting us talk to you.
Yeah, no worries.
You said in earlier interviews that you want to show your grappling skills more. Could we see you trying to take the fight to the ground on Saturday?
Yeah, one of the key things for me in this fight is to have a good mixture, I want to strike with him, I want to clinch with him, and I also do want to take him down and show some of this, wrestling game that I've kind of faltered off of, getting all those knockouts in my early days and falling in love with the striking and kind of getting away from my wrestling. I've really turned back and focused on that while continuing to grow my boxing. But you're gonna see a mixture of everything. But I'm expecting you to see some powerful, explosive takedowns and good wrestling.
All right, cool. And with the win against Gaslam, how far away do you think you are from a title contention?
This year my goal is just to stay super active, and obviously I want to get 4 Ws this year, and 4 fights is a lot when you're in that top 10. But even if I got 3, I want to just make a name for myself. I want to beat these guys. I want people to know I'm a force to be reckoned with in the middleweight division, and be in title contention by 2022.
All right, cool. And you kind of answered this question before, but we all heard about your incredible journey before joining the UFC. But do you still get nervous for fights, or is fighting in the UFC nothing compared to your past life experiences?
No, I mean, I get it's a mixture between excitement and nervousness, and more nervous of just of performing, right? You work so hard for so long. You don't want to have that bad night. You don't want to show up sick. You don't want to, And that's happened to me before. So that would be the only nervousness that it comes from. But I enjoy what I do. And, you know, I've been in situations where you can get in a fight and there's no one to pull anyone off. So it's do or die. And, you know, we're in a cage where a ref is there. So it's a little different magnitude as far as that. But the excitement and nerves always come. And actually, you can use those for fuel. And that's what I do.
For sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ian. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have for you, sir.
Okay. No worries.